Welcome back to Mind Bang, the only place where we overanalyze the White Lotus like it's a coded message from the Illuminati. Before we get into the absolute fever dream that was episode 6, Denials, I gotta tell you about the nightmare I had last night. A unicorn made of candy and lies told me I won the lottery, but when I went to cash in my ticket, it turned into my high school report card and everyone in the bank started booing. Woke up in a cold sweat. Anyway, let's talk the White Lotus, where the only thing scarier than my subconscious is whatever Greg is planning. The RATLIFF brothers, from bromance to bromesse. Alright, let's get into the weirdness. Lochlan and Saxon, our favorite rich, morally flexible disaster twins, have been teetering on the edge of full-blown succession meltdown for weeks, and in Denials, things got even murkier. So Lochlan got real handsy with Saxon while blackout drunk, and now Saxon is walking around like he just saw his therapist add another 0 to her bill. The morning after tension was so thick you could cut it with one of those tiny resort butter knives. What's going on here? Some fans think this isn't just a whoops, tequila made me do it situation. There's speculation that their relationship is built on some deeply buried family trauma that's about to explode. Others think Lochlan's erratic behavior is being encouraged by an outside force. Greg, maybe? Or even some sort of culty resort-born manipulation. Or maybe, just maybe, he's been inhaling too much of the hotel's suspiciously strong eucalyptus steam. Belinda's fashion choices foreshadowing or fabulous? Belinda's back, and she is dressed to kill. Literally? Maybe. Look, I don't believe for a second that the kaftan she wore in this episode wasn't a direct callback to Tanya's doomed final outfit in Season 2. This show loves its visual breadcrumbs. The real question is Belinda headed for a Tanya-style downfall? With Gary, lurking around like a villain in a Scooby-Doo episode, there's a growing theory that she's about to get played again. But maybe not in the same way. Some think Belinda might outplay Greg this time. She's learned from her past mistakes, and she's not about to let another rich white guy manipulate her into making bad business decisions. Or worse. Or maybe she just likes the way she looks in flowy fabrics. Either way, I'm stressed. Greg's party. Nothing good ever starts with, I want to deal with something. Gary, wants to throw a little gathering, and I think we all know how that's gonna go. Every time someone on this show suggests a casual get-together, somebody ends up missing, dead, or emotionally ruined. Now, what exactly is Greg up to? He tells Chloe, I need your help dealing with something. Dealing with what? Some fans think this is all tied to Tanya's death, that Greg is finally trying to clean up any loose ends from whatever shady business he was into back in Season 2. Others think he's setting up a scam, targeting another wealthy woman, and using this party as the perfect cover. Or maybe Greg just really, really wants people to try his signature Mai Tai. Either way, I wouldn't RSVP. What's up with the monkeys? The monkeys. We gotta talk about the monkeys. They've been everywhere this season, creeping around like judgmental little furry specters. At first it was cute. Oh, look, local wildlife. But by episode 6, it's feeling pointed. Now some people have gone full conspiracy mode, suggesting the monkeys are symbolic of the resort staff, watching, waiting, maybe even orchestrating some of the madness. Others think one of them is going to accidentally fire a gun, which, honestly, would be peak White Lotus chaos. Most likely, it's a metaphor for greed and excess, like some twisted version of the see no evil, hear no evil proverb. Or maybe they're just vibing. Either way, I'm keeping my eye on them. Rick's midlife crisis revenge tour. Rick started the season trying to have a relaxing vacation. Now he's plotting vengeance like he's in a John Wick spin-off no one asked for. In Denials, we see him dragging Chelsea into his revenge plan, which at this point seems so convoluted, he might as well be doing it for sport. The question is, does he actually have the nerve to follow through? Some fans think Rick's storyline is about to collide hard with Greg's shady dealings, leading to a total disaster at this definitely cursed resort. Others think Rick's just a guy going through a very expensive midlife crisis, and his attempt at revenge will flop harder than his last business venture. Either way, it's a train wreck I can't look away from. Jacqueline, Lori, and Kate, high school never ends. Jacqueline, Lori, and Kate are proving that no matter how much time passes, some people never stop acting like they're at a high school cafeteria table. Lori calling out Jacqueline for hooking up with Valentin was the kind of peak White Lotus drama I live for. But was it just petty squabbling, or is there something bigger brewing here? Some theories suggest that Valentin isn't just some random resort hookup, that he's tied to something darker. Others think Kate is playing both sides, stirring the pot for her own amusement, which, honestly, respect. One thing's for sure, this whole situation is a ticking time bomb, and I can't wait to see it blow up. Piper's spiritual awakening or strategic escape. Piper's been on a self-discovery bender all season, but in this episode we saw a new layer to it. The Buddhist monk basically called her out, saying that people from her world chase spirituality because they're existentially lost. Some think Piper is genuinely searching for meaning. Others think this is just another form of rich person escapism, like going on a juice cleanse but for your soul. Either way, it's the White Lotus, so I'm guessing enlightenment is not on the menu. Final thoughts and wild predictions. Look, we all know this season is building to a catastrophic finale, and denials just set the stage for something massive. My wildest predictions? Greg's party ends in total chaos. At least one person is leaving that shindig in a body bag. The monkeys actually are significant. Maybe they don't shoot anyone, but they're gonna witness something huge. Saxon and Lochlan's relationship implodes. Like, really implodes. Possibly in a way that gets someone arrested. And with that, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because if I'm right about any of this, I'm gonna need the validation. Also, if you see a unicorn made of candy and lies in your dreams tonight, tell it I'm not falling for it again.